Hi, what's up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this vid. Apparently, this David situation is just getting worse and worse as the days progress. There's more information that has come out regarding this. And I see another video on the side where it says that he's no longer even cooperating with the police. Guilty, like I previously said. The walls are closing in on him. He has not been arrested yet, from my understanding, but I feel like it's only a matter of time. But anyway, let's get the other details of the situation. Let's watch.
You guys, social media has absolutely exploded with information surrounding this whole David situation, and even more being brought to light. If you're not familiar with the David situation, and even more being brought to light. If you're not familiar with the case,
I know this is not relevant at all, but he's very zesty. So I thought he was gay. All right. So when the story first came out and they were showing clips of him in pictures, I was just like, And this is not me being homophobic. I got fucking eyeballs. And just from my own experience of other zesty men, this is how he comes across. So once again, this has nothing to do with anything. And he still could possibly swing that way as well. But these are just thoughts I'm having, intrusive thoughts I thought I'd share. But maybe I shouldn't have. Anyway, let's move on.
Or need a refresher, we are going to get into everything that is going on and being said on the internet right now. Earlier this month, a Tesla that had been sitting in an impound lot in Hollywood was inspected due to a strong odor, and shockingly, a body was discovered in the front trunk. That car was registered to David, real name David Burke, who is a 20-year-old singer. He's performed at Coachella and with artists like SZA and The Weeknd, and at first fans were in disbelief. Some thought maybe his car had been stolen since he was currently on a tour, but everything changed once the identity of the victim was confirmed. It was said to be 15-year-old Celeste, who had been missing for over a year. Her mom had already suspected something when she heard about the car, especially since her daughter had a boyfriend named David. She contacted TMZ, who then forwarded the information to LAPD, and that is when authorities were able to confirm that it was Celeste because she had a tattoo with
Cause yeah, who is this nigga in the back? I feel like I'm correct in my theory. Again, it doesn't matter. He's still horrible. He's still guilty for sure, based on all the evidence we've gotten. But these are just observations, all right?
Words on her finger, which seemed to be what identified her. It then came out that David also had a matching tattoo, and that was when the internet really started putting things together, feeling like it wasn't looking good for
what
him.
Are the updates?
Photos later surfaced alleging David had once been near Celeste's home shortly before she went missing, and people were saying that they had photos together as well. People started digging into his music, and a leaked song was found that seemingly was him referencing a girl named Celeste multiple times. Then came rumors that Celeste had been in his Discord server, and fans started sharing screenshots and chat logs allegedly showing interactions between the two of them. There's also been information floating around that he was also hanging out with another girl named Celeste recently, as he was seen on a stream with this Celeste, not the missing Celeste, but a different Celeste.
I can't forget.
Hi, how are you?
I've been chilling, just vibing.
One streamer, Jason, confirmed that he had met David and this Celeste in person, and wanted to clarify for his chat that he did not meet the missing Celeste.
I feel like I need to speak on this. Okay, be serious for a minute, because the narrative that's been spun on Twitter.
How old is this Celeste? The fuck?
My statement, obviously, the other day, I was defending David. Before all the new evidence came.
This is why y'all need to shut the hell up. It's one thing to have an opinion based on what's presented, sure, but I draw the, because I do it all the time. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I always got opinions and I ain't got all the details. So what? I'm gonna continue to do that. But I draw the line at defending people, especially when it's a very serious situation like this. I'm not about to defend no fucking body when I don't have all the details. What the fuck I look like, especially something that horrible. A child dying, like I'm not like, nah, he innocent because I met him one time. Shut up, y'all are so stupid. How you defending him? And then this reminds me of the video I reacted to too, where the guy was just like, oh yeah, I think the car, it had to have been stolen, like already trying to cape for him, and I'm just like, what are y'all doing? And now y'all look stupid.
Do not
shut up. These people get up on nerves.
That David has
Cause that's so sick. Imagine if that was your little sister and stupid ass niggas online talking, nah, he innocent and I met him. He was cool. He was a cool dude. I don't think he would have did this. I'm defending him. That's wild.
I want to say, the girl that I met named Celeste at the FaZe house is not the same Celeste that was killed. R.I.P. to that girl.
People are just so weirded out that he was with a girl also named Celeste. Like, what is his obsession here? It's also been confirmed that the home where the Tesla was abandoned was being rented by David and his manager, and David was living there. LAPD has already collected evidence and electronics from the home. And online, people have just been seeing things that David has posted, the things that he has done in music videos, the things that he's sung about, and they've just been looking into everything and feeling there are things that make it look like he was connected to this Celeste. And they are freaked out. But just when you thought it couldn't get any creepier, this week, old interviews of David have resurfaced, and the focus is now on his alter ego, Atami. And I mean, these interviews aren't too old. Like, one of them is like from 3 months ago, where he is talking about Atami. And on his tour right now, that casket and that whole funeral getup, that is supposed to be this funeral for this alter ego of his, Atami. And he has previously talked about this idea that Atami is this evil version of him that goes around and commits crimes, and he has to solve these crimes.
And I wanted to make my own manga series at one point. I was writing a lot of poems and writing a lot of things for it. And a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Atami, which means pain in Japanese. And he wears his blindfold, and he's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like I was a detective, and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as a detective. So like when I was as a detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the vault for like.
He is obsessed with talking
about
weirdo.
Go to jail.
In another interview, he went in depth describing Atami and how in one of his music videos, Atami's
solving murders that you committed yourself
was taken, and he is in the trunk of a car, and it's this whole thing that is just sending shivers down people's spines because it's insane.
String theory, and I have this alter ego called Atami, which means pain in Japanese, where everybody's connected from this invisible life force that connects you to either your soulmate or friends you meet or people you encounter in your life. And I flipped that for this story, as in everybody is connected to Atami, my alter ego, who is like the agent of chaos in my entire aesthetic. You see him in various music videos, he'll pop up, and he's basically like the evil version of me, and he's kind of garnered this cult that followed after him. And in the One More Dance music video, you follow the relationship of two of the cult members, and they're going around with me in the trunk to bury me after I died. And they're just like wreaking havoc on the city. And that's a kind of cool like piece to show just like the layers that I have to this lore and this world.
Layers of your
this album. So I've been working on
deranged mental state.
Amazing to see it come to fruition.
At his shows, people were literally writing to the dead and honoring this alter ego, Atami. He introduced Atami in 2023, saying, "Romantic Homicide, introducing Atami anime video is out now. Welcome to the introduction of the 4 characters in the David universe. The character you see here is named Atami, pronounced Atami, which means pain in Japanese. Inspired by manga and anime, he is the main antagonist of my entire project. He's been planted in all of my music videos, but it's not."
See, this is why the anime people get a bad reputation. Because you have weirdos running amok who give them a bad rep. The hell?
Clear what his motive is. You will soon find out. There are 2 other characters that complete this multiverse of 4. They will be unveiled in due time. He later in an interview explained that the 4 in his name stands for these 4 different worlds in this metaverse that he is building.
I was making music last year. It was just like, okay, how can I make the best music possible? But then it goes beyond the music because most people have been bored of the music. They need something else to grasp onto. So
sorry, this is going really fast.
have things that tie into each other and build a world around these characters. The 4 in my name means like these 4 different worlds with characters that I'm living around. I like the multiverse, and they kind of cross over into my different music videos.
Everything just feels extremely strange right now. All his posts, once people have really stopped to look into them, feeling as though there really might just be something deeper in this messaging. On September 7th, the day before the body in the Tesla was found, and also Celeste's birthday, he shared an Instagram post saying when his deluxe album would be released. He said, Look,
he limited these comments. I know they was lighting his ass up in his comments on Instagram, so he had to go in and make sure nobody could comment. I don't know if you can see that. It's really small. But it says comments on this post have been limited.
Deluxe Marcescence out September 19th. Every song written exclusively by me on my phone, baby. This is a passion project I put together to make sure I didn't lose the raw emotional weight my music carries and how much it means to you all. Thank you to all the friends who collaborated with me on this. Everyone ate their verses up. His bio also says Marcescence. And some online reading into things noted that Marcescence is when trees keep their dead leaves through winter instead of shedding them in fall. And some have felt sick knowing that when Celeste was found in the car, not all of her was there. They're wondering where the rest of her would be and have this sick feeling that if someone was so obsessed with death, if they would keep something, which truly makes my skin crawl, it's so disturbing. But in seeing this in his bio of how trees hold on to dead leaves, it's just not sitting right with some people. They're reading into this thinking that there is a deeper message here. But obviously we don't know anything. There's just some crazy stuff being speculated. Everything is being looked into. Anything he's posted online, everyone is sus of him. But nothing has been confirmed about his involvement just yet. But with all of this news coming out, David had canceled his US tour, but now he's even canceling his Europe tour dates as well. And TMZ also reported that Interscope Records and its parent company UMG, along with Sony Music Publishing and Wasserman, have pulled all promotion for David amid the ongoing LAPD investigation. This includes the deluxe edition of his Withered album, which was set to release last week. The decision comes out of the respect for the seriousness of the case, and David has yet to publicly address the situation and has stopped posting on social media since the body was identified. Prior to them identifying her, he was performing and he was still going on with his tour and posting online even after she was found. But only once identified did he change up his actions. And at the end of the day, even if all the things coming to light in regards to his obsession with death and all of that don't lead to him being found guilty of this crime, people feel that he certainly cannot redeem himself from these allegations of at least having possibly allegedly interacted with Celeste, who is a minor. As of right now, this is what we know, and it truly just gets scarier every single day. People are just watching every interview and looking at his posts and finding things that they feel makes him look that much worse. But let me know if...
Horrible situation. Obviously, I'm not laughing at the, seriousness of this. RIP to her again. This is really fucked up. But yeah, he looks just off. And I'm not saying just because he looks zesty, but just aside from that, it's just like something is off. This is why I would never fuck with anybody who is like into that emo type shit. Like people think, oh, it's just a style. No, it goes deeper than that. Some of them are very morbid and they are obsessed with death and like do and say weird shit, and you have to take that seriously. Obviously she couldn't. I'm not saying she should have taken it seriously. She was a literal child, but I'm just speaking in general. If any of y'all ever come across these emo people, I'm not saying all of them are crazy, but some of them, something's off. Anywho, hopefully he goes to jail soon. He needs to go to jail. He's guilty, obviously. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.